You're listening to WSRB, Lansing, Chicago, WYRB, Rockford, DeKalb, Soul, 1063.
God is gooder than pinto beans with smoked turkey wings. He's gooder than that.
That's so good. That's so good.
And that's good, Papa. How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm doing real good. How you doing?
Man, blessed and highly favored. I know you got a good word.
Oh, I appreciate that, Rick. Thank you so much. Listen, I love the fact that you say God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, because the question sometimes is raised, why is it that bad things happen even when you're trying to do good, you're trying to do right, and life goes wrong? Let me tell you something. Life will go wrong. People will disappoint you. Doors will shut that you were hoping would open. Life will go wrong. And when life goes wrong and you're trying to do right, always remember God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. How does God's goodness show up? Well, the Bible says all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to God's purposes. And I love this right here. It's able to somehow take the bad that happens to you, and out of that bad bring something good in the equation of your situation. I'll put it to you like this. As long as God is in the equation of your situation, the sum total is always going to be greater than the problematic parts. I like that right there, because in algebra, you have a sum total, and sometimes the sum total ends up being positive, even though the parts are problematic and negative. As it is, -7 times -7 equals positive 49. And that lets me know that God has a way of even taking the negatives in our life. And when the negatives come together with God in the mix of the equation, God can bring something positive out of that which started out negative. But also, I've discovered that God has a way of using, I love this right here, the bad we go through as transportation to get us to the good that God has in store for us. Finally, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good, because while you're going through what you're going through, God has a way of being with you in the midst of the madness, in the midst of the crazy circumstances. And every day, God gives you just enough strength, just enough energy, just enough of what you need to keep on keeping on, in spite of what's trying to drag you down and mess up your spirit. But the good news is God's goodness is with you, fueling you and keeping you going anyhow, because God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Go ahead and have a great day because of God's goodness, because God's goodness is everlasting.
Let's get into some praise right here. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Thank you.
Yes. All right, Rick on the morning show. Got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Here's your Friday morning news. A federal judge in Texas ruled yesterday that President Joe Biden's plan to cancel hundreds of billions of dollars in student loan debt exceeds his authority and must be rescinded. This is so sad for the folks who thought that they were going to get this money. They may still get it, though. Now, a number of Republican-led states are leading the effort to stop the implementation of the program. The Justice Department said Thursday that it would appeal the decision, and the White House released a statement saying 16 million applicants have already been approved for relief, and the department will hold on to their information so that it can quickly process their relief once we prevail in court. In other news, tropical depression Nicole is expected to make its way through central Georgia and the Carolinas today and tomorrow. Nicole was downgraded from hurricane status shortly after making landfall on Florida's eastern shore yesterday. Lastly, today is Veterans Day. The holiday, which always falls on November 11th, celebrates the service of all U.S. military veterans. Now, the first Veterans Day parade was held in your hometown, Rickey, of Birmingham, Alabama, back in 1947. And a big shout out to our very own Special K, a veteran who has served in both the Marine Reserves and Air Force. We appreciate you and your service, sir.
Oh,
yes. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at what's happening in News Rock. What's going on in sports?
Oh, man, last night, Thursday Night Football, how about the Carolina Panthers? P.J. Walker, quarterback, is doing his thing. They beat Atlanta 25-15. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver and had a one-on-one meeting with Brooklyn Nets star Kyrie Irving regarding his controversial post that included a video clip to a film containing anti-Semitic ideas. Kyrie has been suspended 5 games, but Adam Silver, who is Jewish himself, said that he has no doubt that Kyrie is not anti-Semitic. Teammate Kevin Durant expressed his thoughts.
I ain't here to judge nobody or talk down on nobody for how they feel or their views or anything. I just didn't like anything that went on. I feel like it was all unnecessary. I feel like we could have just kept playing basketball and kept quiet as an organization. I just don't like none of it.
LeBron James says he knows what Kyrie did was wrong, but he claims that the punishment is too much. That's my quick sports report this morning. Gary with the T. What's up there, Mike?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about Miss Tahira O'Neal. That's Tahira O'Neal. If y'all don't know who she is, she's the beautiful daughter of Shaquille O'Neal. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Miss Tahira O'Neal is one step away from accessing, y'all, $400 million, y'all. Now, they're saying that, every father, honey, wants their child to be better and do better than them in life. While they're saying, her Miss Tahira O'Neal, she's doing it now. She's just recently graduated. She gained access, y'all, to her dad's $400 million because she got her bachelor's degree thus far. And they're saying that Shaq said one thing that he wants you to do or want his kids to do is to get a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. So now, honey, she has the bachelor's and she's almost going to be there with getting her her master's degree. Now, my thing is, that's a good thing. So, but Rickey, so is that how y'all parents are? Do y'all really want y'all kids to get an education, honey, to do great things in life? You do?
Yeah, absolutely. I pride myself in education and getting that damn college degree. Like that's a big deal for me personally.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, Shaq said that, his other kids, she said, they are in the spotlight, but she really don't enjoy the spotlight. Now, she's from Shaq's first relationship with his girlfriend, and that's where she was, one of the kids with, Shawnee. But people excited about it, and she's excited. They say, honey, she's making her own money, because she already got her big-time job with PepsiCo. So they're saying she's doing great things. She's a millionaire in her own right. So congratulations to Tahira. All right, the Kahlua today is one of my favorite Kahluas. Now, Kahlua today, y'all, is Sapphire Dream. On the high end, you say Sapphire Dream, and on the low end, you say beautiful dark blue. That's your Kahlua for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, people changing their names, and I'm going to tell you what Future changed his name to. Up next, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot is being brought to you by
Geico. Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at Geico.com. It's easy, Briggity Tat.
Good morning, Rocky. Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. So I told y'all earlier this week that Vogue was coming for Drake and 21 Savage, according to TMZ. Now a judge is forcing them to shut down their fake Vogue cover. Drake and 21 Savage were sued last week by Condé Nast over the fake covers for promo for their new album, Her Loss. Now the federal judge issued a temporary restraining order to shut down all current and future use and display of the fake cover. The order also blocks Drake and 21 Savage from using Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour's likeness. There's a court hearing scheduled for November 22nd. What they mean, her likeness, Gary? Anna Wintour's likeness?
Her character, her being the grand diva that she is. You can't just be using folks' likeness because you feel like it. Honey. So Wintour.
Her likeness, that's just
like
Vogue
similar.
cover.
Don't be trying to make it seem like you trying to look like her.
You can't put an image of her on there. You can't put an image of her.
Did they have an image of? She wasn't on there.
When they say likeness.
Don't
they mean the image of her?
They didn't use her. I thought they just put themselves on the cover.
And that's her magazine, though.
So I guess that's her likeness.
That's her likeness.
Okay, because I'm like, I ain't see her nowhere on the cover or them trying to emulate her or show her, but I get it. I understand. It's hers. She owned it and she can do what she want to do with it. All right, y'all. Future seemingly confirmed that he has legally changed his name. The rapper born Navadius Wilburn did I say it right, B? Navadius Wilburn posted a story on his Instagram story that read, Future legally changed his last name from Wilburn to Cash. Future issued a response saying, bag secured, the biggest. How y'all feel about that? I thought you changed his first name. I don't think you should change your last name.
That's part of your
family, your heritage, your
lineage,
yeah. What you call it, lineage?
Lineage.
Yeah.
So his last name now is Cash?
His last name now is Cash.
I didn't know you could legally change your last name.
Neither did I.
And then his children have his last name, so.
Right.
Yeah,
so they still Wilburn, I guess, and he's Cash.
His mama named him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. In a variety story, Letitia Wright recalled going into a downward spiral following the death of her Black Panther co-star Chadwick Boseman. She also told the outlet that she had trouble accepting the news of his death at first, and I'm sure she did. She said, I was like, yo, I think everybody's tripping right now. I'm giving you like 5 seconds to tell me this is not real, she said, sharing a call that she had with Daniel Kaluuya when she couldn't get a hold of Boseman. He was super silent, and I was like, okay, fine. If you're not going to tell me, I'm going to continue calling Chad until he picks up. Now, as she continued trying to reach Boseman, Kaluuya asked her, what are you doing? She said, I'm calling Chad. And to this, Kaluuya said, Tish, his family. And the death of the Nile actress also expressed how devastating it was for her to miss Boseman's memorial service due to COVID-19. She said, it haunted me for months that I couldn't say goodbye to him or be around my Black Panther family to share in that moment. She said, I kind of had to do that by myself. Woo! I know that had to be tough. Yeah. By yourself. And then to want to be there, but you got COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we just thank God for our life, because I'm telling you, man, a lot of people lost their lives during COVID, man. That was a real tough time. And then the people that survived COVID lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
And stuff, and had a lot of personal losses. So, man, God bless her.
That's right. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC You Know. And why don't you hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Who we repping today, Rock T?
Let's rep that West Virginia State, baby.
Hey.
HBC You Know's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Sir, and yes, sirettes. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, baby. It's one of my favorite parts of the show. Rock TZ in the house. HBCU's in the house. That's right, man. We're going to always highlight all the accomplishments. We're going to spotlight successful people who attend or attended historically Black colleges and universities. That's right. It's going down, baby. Let me shout out to Leon Sullivan, representing West Virginia State University, a.k.a. The State. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Founded in 1891 in the Charleston metro area. Yellow Jackets, holla at your boy. Leon Sullivan was a Baptist minister, civil rights leader, and social activist focusing on the creation of job training for African Americans. He was also on the football and basketball teams at West Virginia State. He served as a pastor for 38 years at the Zion Baptist Church in Philly. Became known as the Lion of Zion. One of the state's notable alumni, Earl Lloyd, who happened to be the first African American to play in the NBA. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU Know. All right, y'all, appreciate it. Rock T's and more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. And the time right now is 15:14 before the top of the hour. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I have a question. Is it bad parenting or are people overreacting? Now check this out. A mom posted a TikTok video after her and her husband took their kid to Hooters for his 5th birthday. Some people think it's appropriate, y'all. I mean, the kid's name is Xander. For what it's worth, he don't sound black, but, it looks like he had a pretty good time. The waitresses did their birthday thing, where he had to stand on the chair and flap his arms like a bird while they sang to him. The New York Post, they did a write-up with the headline, Mom Blasted for Taking Her Son to Hooters. But most of the people on TikTok, their comments were pretty positive. A lot of people made jokes like, living the dream, or that dad got to choose the restaurant this year. Other people claim this is just a normal birthday in more rural spots that don't have a ton of restaurants. One person even joked the day Xander realized video games were lame. Even the mom replied to that one, and she laughed. Now, a lot of people in other countries have also commented, though, and seemed surprised that people would take their kids to Hooters at all. So was it inappropriate, y'all, to celebrate a 5-year-old's birthday at Hooters? What y'all think?
Yes, I took my son to Hooters all the time so he can get the vibe. Hey, this what you, hey, boy, this what you gonna need.
Yeah.
You heard me? This what you want.
I mean,
get it in your mind. Get it in your mind. Gary, if your daddy would have took you to Hooters, you would have been playing football for the Atlanta damn Falcons.
Sure enough.
I'm glad he did, because then that would have made me a sex addict. You taking a 5-year-old child somewhere like that makes him a sex addict. You would think, honey, looking at people, women, honey, with their brassieres on.
You ought to see Grayson be looking. He be looking, boy. Hey, when I take my grandson to Hooters, he put that damn tablet down. He don't be studying. Damn Paw Patrol.
Come on, dog.
Look at him. Look at that, boy. That's what you want, boy. That's what you want, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's how your grandma
Maria,
used to look back in the
from
day.
a woman's perspective?
Well, the food, they have good food at Hooters.
They do. Love the wings.
That could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes kids, they just innocent. You know, some 5-year-old boys aren't into all of that. And, you know, I've been to Hooters lately, and not all of the people they hire have Hooters.
Right.
I done seen some lowercase A cups in there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, maybe that's the one they went to that wasn't so tempting, and you know.
Hooters does have good food.
Maria, it is some terrible Hooters out there.
Not everybody making the cut. They not like the
they scraping
ones
the bottom
back
of
in
the barrel for some of them.
Yeah.
Boy, when I tell you, I seen a couple of Tasmanian devils walking through there with some tights on. Okay. May I take on a babe? All right, y'all. Boy, Rickey, Smiley Boy, the show coming up. Hey, get that before you wake up call. 866-9-RICKEY. 866-9-RICKEY. Grace was like, Papa, why she keep spinning around? That is Tasmanian devil. Look at her teeth. Look at her teeth. Look at her teeth.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. 2 months ago, y'all, comedian Tiffany Haddish, y'all, told her fans that she lost everything, honey, after, honey, 2 young adults came forward, you know, accusing her and comedian Ari Spears of grooming and exploiting them when they were minors for an ill-advised comedy skit. Well, Tiffany is easing her way back to work, y'all. Everybody's excited about it. Now, according to Radar Online, they're saying, y'all, that it's confirmed that Miss Haddish, 42, will perform, y'all, stand-up at Irvine Improv in Orange County, California on November the 23rd during Tiffany and Friends. Now, they're saying, y'all, the night school actress will crack jokes alongside her pals, Faison Long, Caroline Ray, and Chris Spencer. And they're saying if you got some extra change, the tickets are just $40 for general admission, and $90 will get you 3 of your friends a premium booth with prime seating, y'all. Isn't that nice, Ricky, that she's finally back to work? Honey?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for her. Yeah, I just hope that they resolve that issue and everything is behind them so she can continue her career. And that's going to be a good comedy show with her. And especially if the mayor of L.A., the black mayor of L.A., Chris Spencer, going to be on the ticket. That's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Tiffany, honey, because she had to give up a lot of money. She gave up some millions, honey, you know, to try to clean up her name. So we're going to see how that turn out. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Oh, my God, honey. Rapper Exhibit, y'all. Oh, y'all remember Exhibit?
Pimp My Ride.
Oh, yeah, and all that mess. Well, baby, they say he dragged, honey, his ex-wife, honey, back to court claiming that he could no longer afford his alimony and child support. They said now Exhibit's wife claims that, honey, he promised to take care of her baby for the rest of her life, and she is of European descent. You know, when a black man do that, you got to definitely stand up on what you said, honey. Now, according to the new legal documents obtained by the Blast Job, they said Miss Crystal claimed that the once married couple had an oral agreement that if she could stay home, honey, and take care of the household, he said he would take care of her for the rest of her life.
Oh, wow.
Now they're saying that the couple split back in 2021 and have been fighting over money in their divorce. Now, interestingly, y'all, they're saying Christy is now suing in civil court over the contract and says during the time the parties maintained their relationship, Exhibit was, he combined his skills, efforts, labor, and earnings and would share equally with her, and all property acquired and accumulated by him or by and through any entity, in which he had an interest, or which increased in value or was entitled thereafter to acquire or accumulate.
But Ricky and Rob,
what up?
You know what I also heard about that story?
What's that?
She's still living in his house, in the house they had, a $3 million house, with another dude.
Oh, wow.
What? Yeah, man.
And want him to keep paying for it.
Yeah.
Well,
no, sir.
Ain't gonna be able to do it.
No, sir.
First of all, did y'all hear what I said? She's not an African-American woman. She's entitled to that, honey. When he looked at her and lusted at her and wanted to have her and got her, honey, and so he was gonna take care of her, now you gotta do that.
Okay, but she got another man living in
It don't
his
matter.
house. No, sir.
Gary, you crazy. I know damn well you ain't finna sit up here and pay for no other queen and his new queen to live in a house that you paying for. You'll be outside of that house stalking the hell out of them.
Yeah, but remember though, Ricky, it wouldn't be the same because, honey, it would probably be another black guy. Now, honey, if it was a white guy, the court would say, get out. But, honey, with it being a white guy, honey, she gets to stay there because the judge gonna look at her and say, honey, she's a pure, wholesome woman that this African-American man decided he wanted to take and make her pure and more wholesome and put on a pedestal, so take care of her.
I thought that the premise for alimony was to support you until you got into a new relationship. Is that not the case? Is that not how alimony works?
Well, I think you have to be married, but just having another dude living in the house that I'm paying for? No, sir. No, ma'am.
If they gonna keep getting money, they ain't gonna tell they in a new relationship.
Thank you. You'll be
Well, then how do we know? Like, how did we get that information?
Get married.
The ring camera.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
So,
You
but
better
then,
get some receipts.
And up there you getting all them notifications, see him walking in there every night at 8 o'clock.
But it might be in some boxes on.
She
some
said
cereal at 2 a.m. Go ahead.
She said, as for the promise, they said Miss Crystal claimed, y'all, that the deal would provide for all of her financial support and need, honey, for the rest of her life in the same style and manner that was established during the party's relationship.
All right.
So, honey, he got to take care, honey. That's what you got to do, honey. You got to realize that next time, honey, think about who you're getting, honey, and promising all these things to, because she look good now, and now you want to trade her in for a 22 model. Take care of Miss Crystal, baby, because she ain't going nowhere. She says she's staying in that mansion, honey, and you're going to exhibit that. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Sapphire Dream. On the high end, you say Sapphire Dream, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Dark Blue. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Gary!
All right, I got your wake-up calls. Y'all get them at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Ricky Smiley in the Morning Show. All right, Ricky Smiley in the Morning Show, time for the wake-up call. Get at your boy, 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Here we go. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes. Start with me better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where I'm calling from? So come on. Just wake up.
Good morning. This is Cheryl from Cypress, Texas, giving Sigma Gamma Rose, glamorous Gamma Phi Sigma in Houston, Texas. Wake up, wake up!
This is Raquel from A to Xi Bowl 18, Towson University. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
All the pretty poodles of Sigma Gamma Rose sorority incorporated. It is our centennial sorority. Wake up, wake up, wake up! This is Stacey calling out of Beaumont, Texas, member of Outside Sigma Gamma Sorority Incorporated. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Good morning. This is Eddie Love from the new Theta Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho. Wishing everybody a happy Founders Day. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
In Norfolk, wake up. In Birmingham, wake up. Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Hey, Memphis, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Shout out to Sigma Gamma Rho. Shout out to MC Light. Shout out to K White, man. All the wonderful sisters out there at Sigma Gamma Rho. We absolutely love y'all. Maria, what you got coming up?
Ricky, if you want to maintain good vibes in your personal and professional relationships, but tension is in the way, I have 3 ways to approach conflict resolution. That's next inside Mind, Body, and Business on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. About that time for Mind, Body, and Business. Maria, what up?
What up, Ricky? All right. So we know the holidays are right around the corner. We're probably going to be around family members, people we haven't seen in a while. Maybe there's some unresolved issues, or even in your personal and professional relationships. You know, they can suffer from unresolved arguments. Avoiding conflict resolution can lead to feelings that result in explosive behaviors and resentment later on. I know I've been there, you know. Somebody do the smallest thing that triggers me because I was holding on to something for a really long time. So Here are a few things, to consider when trying to resolve a conflict. Number one, think about the tension that exists outside of the dispute. So it's natural to hide your conflict with a person, mainly because, you want to avoid those uncomfortable exchanges. That is very natural. But if you find yourself upset when they just enter the room, they just breathing. Like, come on. You over there blinking and then you just mad.
Like it's on sight.
How about if I know if I know they're gonna enter the room, I'm not going in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about my first question is who all gonna be over there?
Message.
And that's why people ask. And I really want to say this before I get into the next two, is that some relationships are beyond conflict resolution. So these are tips for those relationships that you feel like are worth resolving. All right. Number two, timing. Timing is really important because it's really hard to resolve a conflict when, the emotions are high. And if you feel like one of you or both of you are getting too emotional, take a break. And you'll know it's time to pause and step back when voices are raised, or you really want to stop there before anything too hurtful is said. And that's a really, really big one right there, Ricky, because, I'm 44, but I can recall hurtful things that were said to me when I was 8 years old. And I still think about them. So if you're patient, there's a quote that says, if you're patient in one moment of anger, you can avoid a lifetime of regret. So stepping away from the situation, especially when you're married.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. Rock,
Oh,
Brad,
man.
Yeah, man.
Special K, you gotta, okay, let me just go over here.
We call it our moment. That go over here moment, you kind of take a break, get away. It's called just go and give me my moment.
Give me a beat. Take a beat.
You go sit in this closet for a minute. Close the door.
Let me go for a walk.
Go cut this grass real fast. Let me walk about 3 miles down the road and back.
Let me go order some stuff.
There's a whole lot come with that marriage, boy.
All kind of go-tos.
There's a whole lot of them. We can do the rest of the show on that.
Go shopping.
Why you think me and Rick got the best lawns in the neighborhood?
Okay. Some of them lines looking good in their yard. For real.
It look like a golf course.
Yes.
I mean, it be like that sometimes, but you're saving yourself from a very potentially toxic situation. The last thing is to listen and to try to be empathetic. And you got to remember what empathy means. It means putting yourself in the other person's shoes. What is the underlying issue that's causing the anger? And I see this a lot in marriages. You'll talk to a friend that's married and be like, oh, that's so stupid. Y'all arguing over putting the cap back on the toothpaste, or, keeping the TV on at night. And it's really not the cap on the toothpaste or keeping the TV on. This is whether you're married or not. It is the consideration behind it. So for me and my husband, go ahead.
What's a big problem? One of the big problems in just relationships, even in friendships, is listening to understand.
Yes.
As opposed to listening to tit for tat. When you're dealing with a person that's toxic, and they'll throw up a smoke screen, like throw up a whole smoke screen and totally confuse the conversation, and will make you feel stupid for experiencing what you experience. And they're not listening to understand. They're listening to argue point by point, and then they'll gaslight you and start talking about something that happened in '94 that has nothing to do with the. I can get into a narcissist manipulator that won't even take the time to listen and cut you off. Don't let you finish your thought. Now you have lost your train of thought and you can't communicate, and it's not fair. And now you're angry and you just, what's wrong? I don't want to say nothing because I don't want you to make me feel stupid for explaining to you what I'm experiencing from you.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
You got a lot of manipulative, narcissist people out there that listen to argue and don't listen to understand.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And then if you got an issue with me, or whatever, then take that issue up when that issue happens. Don't take this opportunity to talk about what your issue is, because I pulled you to the side to have this conversation about what you did about this.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
Yeah,
so we need to have a whole show about that one. That's for real.
Yeah, I mean, for real. And that's why I said that some relationships are beyond conflict resolution. And to be honest with you and completely transparent, that's how my relationship is with my mother. You know, I just feel like it is what it is. When I try to, talk to her about certain things, I love her. I respect her. She gave me life and I will always love her. But certain things I just can't take there with my mom. But yeah, if you try these things, inside of different relationships, both personal and professional, I think that you can make your life and the other person's life much more harmonious. All right. So that's what I have for you today inside Mind, Body, and Business.
Hey, thank you, Maria. Hey, listen, I got a special Battle of the Sexes coming up, y'all. Hit us up, 866-9-RICKEY. Thank you, Maria. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yes, sir. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
Yeah, well, who this is. You had your
them folks.
Sorry.
Man, these folks up here at this job and they gave you another chance, Black Tony, bro.
I know, I know that, but look, Rick, this don't make no sense. Why you got your folks calling me the time in the morning, waking me up? I'm asleep.
What?
I'm asleep. First of all, you don't hire nobody back on no job, and then tell them come back on a Friday. You don't do that. Who do that? That don't even make no sense. That just don't.
They hired you yesterday, tried to get you to come.
But don't start no job on a Friday. Who do that?
That's a good point, Rick.
No, you don't start. You start off fresh from the whole beginning of the week.
Yeah.
You don't come back on no Friday. Who do that?
You ain't been on no Monday, Tuesday,
Nobody do that. You don't come in
on January.
On Thursday. You gotta give me time to get myself ready, son.
2011, 2012. 2000. Well, when is a good time? When is a good time?
Right on.
When is a good time for you to come to work? When is a good time?
When it's a regular day and not no holiday.
Okay, Wednesday was a regular day. What happened on all them Wednesdays?
I was still fired on Wednesday.
What happened? I'm not talking about the past.
Yesterday. They just hired me back yesterday, though. So that's no official day.
I'm talking about all the Wednesdays from the past 4 years. What happened? What happened to all the Wednesdays?
See, that's your problem. It's not you dwell on the past. You got to deal with what's going on right now.
Oh, you say it's not a good time. We had you.
Past, you need to get some help.
You was at work on Tuesday.
See why you focus on the past and don't deal with what's going on right now.
Okay, so you don't want to talk about the 3 or 4 years you called in sick every day. So what day is a good day? What day is a good day?
Again, Shotty, you dwelling on the past, and you need to get to the bottom of that and see what's wrong with you. Cause all you focus on is the past. Cause you don't never deal with what's going on right now. You dealing with the past, and the past is already gone.
All right, let's forget the past. They called you Wednesday night, told you to come yesterday. What happened?
They had just rehired me. I didn't know if they had finished my paperwork on Thursday. So I said, I'm gonna start off they said, well, you back higher. So I said, okay, so I'm gonna start off fresh.
But you don't get to start off fresh when you want to start. You have to come when they tell you to come.
That's real inconsiderate to have somebody come in on a Friday and it's a holiday. It's Veteran Day today. And I used to be on the safety patrol when I was in 6th grade.
Man, bye, man. Bye.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The Kardashian-Jenner family are wishing a happy birthday to their stepdad, y'all. It's being reported that Kris Jenner called Corey Gamble the most amazing partner, friend, uncle, stepdad, travel aficionado, therapist in the world. Now they're saying Kris Jenner is celebrating her love for Corey Gamble on his birthday. Now it was recently posted that Corey turned measly 42 years old, y'all.
Measly?
Yes, he's just 42 years old. And they're saying she saluted him as the most amazing partner, the friend, the uncle, the stepdad, the travel aficionado, the therapist, the shopping teammate, most stylish, most patient, and most fabulous all life coach out. Now, Kris Jenner, she's only 67. And he's 42, honey. But she says she's madly in love with him. He's Kim's stepdad, honey. And all the Mother Kardashian and Jenner's stepdad, honey. And it's a good thing. Do y'all think that's a good thing? That boy 42 years old. She's 67.
How old is Kim?
Kim about 45. Close to it. She's older than him. I mean, but this, they just don't.
I mean, they both
right.
grown.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think he really love her, honey? Or he's stacking money, honey? Doing like, both of them?
Yeah, they're both 42.
Yeah, because I tell you, I mean.
42.
They said Kim is 42 and Corey is 42.
So she dating her child. Could y'all date somebody the same age with your child?
I'm just saying Chris was 42.
No, Chris 67, honey.
I know.
But it's
Chris 67 and he's 42.
Yeah, Rick, I mean, that woman too old for that man.
I mean, that's probably the best. I mean, he doing good, you know, to have her and, you know, if she gets somebody his age, he ain't gonna do it. The only reason he with her is because dudes that got hips, they just gonna always be faithful.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's shaped just like Kim. You understand? Y'all follow me?
Yeah.
Everybody got that homeboy that got hips, but the dudes that got hips don't cheat.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
He got childbearing grown woman hips. So he ain't going nowhere. He ain't doing out here.
So she gonna keep. So you think his hips bigger than her ex-wife?
Yeah, his hips, they shape. If they both walking down the street and got on a baseball cap, you don't know.
All right then. Well, happy birthday, Corey, honey, from Chris. All right, y'all. Moving on in other celebrity news. This is the tea, baby. I'm loving it. Did y'all hear what Gisele Bündchen do? Baby, they said Miss Gisele Bündchen, she's the beautiful ex-wife of Tom Brady. They said, you know, honey, she really loves, honey, the town. She loved Florida and all that other wonderful things. So they said this girl, now that she's divorced from Tom, she went ahead and bought her a $11.5 million mansion, honey, directly across the street from him.
Across the pond.
Across the street, baby.
It's across the pond. I'm looking at a map. In her backyard, there's a pond. And across the pond is you can see the back of Tom Brady's house.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
But you have to get on a boat to go over there.
Yeah, that's true. So he can still sneak and do what he want to do then. But honey, they're saying the house is only 6,600 square foot. It has 5 bedrooms, honey. It overlooks the Buccaneers players' home. And they're saying, y'all, that according to page 6, the model had already inquired, honey, about the house back in August, showing that the couple's bad situation, you know, what's going on and what have you and stuff. But that's something. I mean, only rich people could do that. You think Keisha could buy a house across the street from Leroy? She couldn't do that.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, she ain't got the money to do it.
Well, Keisha and Leroy, the names he chose.
Yeah, well, figure it out. But anyway, honey, that's good, honey. They say you could literally swim, honey, from Gisele's house to Tom's house. So that's a good look, though. But I mean, who does that?
What Corey Hogan say? He just started dating a girl right across the street from his ex-girlfriend. When she bagged out the driveway, he's sitting on the front porch with his arm around the new chick.
Oh my God.
Smiling.
Tacky. Anyway, moving on to my final story, y'all, is also reported, y'all, that unfortunately, I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, honey, about Portia Williams, but they're saying over 2,000 of her Instagram followers, y'all, got an accidental sneak peek of her lavish wedding dress, y'all. So if y'all going to the wedding, honey, y'all done got a sneak peek of Portia's dress, honey, and it's very sad, though, honey, because, you know, a woman's dress is not supposed to be seen by anybody but her and her bridesmaid, and now Portia's dress was exposed. So a lot of people wonder.
Do that mean she got to change dresses now?
Yeah, she might have to change dresses.
Yeah, she probably will, but I think she's changing quite a few times. Mm-hmm. And I know she paid a lot for them dresses.
Yes.
So
I was heard it was in a deep 100,000.
It's kind of last minute to be trying to change. I still wear that sucker and just change into the other ones I had too that people didn't see. But yeah, oh my God, it's beautiful too.
It is,
man.
But had she not
reacted like that.
Yeah. Had she not reacted like that, I don't think they would have known.
She was looking so good. Ooh, Ooh, in that video, she been working out. Ooh, boy.
She's a beautiful woman. She is beautiful.
My God, my God, my God.
Oh, my God.
So y'all just pray, honey. Let's pray that Portia get her another dress, honey, or change that dress around and put maybe a stain on it, and that make it look different. So we're gonna keep her lifted in prayer. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is Sapphire Dream. On the high end, you say Sapphire Dream, and on the low, just say Beautiful Dark Blue. That's your color for today.
All right, that was beautiful, Gary. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, look, we got Fill in the Blank Friday coming up next. I'm going to tell you what it's about. I need your help, so get ready. I got it coming up next. Rick Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 24 minutes after the hour, y'all. So if time travel was possible, which decade of your life would you choose to experience all over again, right? So how about your 20s, right? Or maybe you know, or maybe you go way back and be a toddler with no responsibilities at all. Drooling on yourself, pooping on yourself, all that stuff. Now, somebody asked 2,000 American seniors, what they do, and the top answer was go back and experience their 30s again, right? Now 30% said their 30s were the happiest decade of their life. Their 20s was second with 25% of the vote. And believe it or not, 15% their teenage years. So seniors were also asked what advice they give their younger self if they had a chance. Now, some of the most common answers include accept challenges, follow your gut, be bold, stay humble, always be prepared, and stay positive. So for today's Fill in the Blank Friday, we want you to answer this. If I could relive any era of my life, it would be blank. Because, Gary.
Oh my God, Ricky. My 20s, honey, in the 80s. Oh, that was the best years of my life.
What you would have relived? You would have played football or something?
Well, you know what? Well, no, I wouldn't have. Well, I don't know if I would have played football, but I played a lot of other things. But Ricky, that was the best years of my life, honey. I had moved to Houston, honey. That's when I discovered who I was. Honey, I was coming in the house at 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's so disrespectful.
At 6?
No, honey, I was on my own. Honey, I moved away from home at 18.
Oh, so
yes.
you partied to the, you couldn't party no more till the club was closed.
Yes, if you didn't come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, baby, the Queens threw you out the club, honey. You had to come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, and honey, I was just wow, and I thank God none of the bad things happened to me, but that was the best years of my life.
It wasn't really that dangerous back then.
It sure was not.
Yep.
Yeah, it was not, honey.
Y'all had to worry about racism, man, because back in them 50s.
Oh, man.
Don't do like that. Don't
Ricky, we did have to run in the club, so baby, you couldn't be seen, baby. We was running in the club, baby. You couldn't let nobody see you running the club on West Time, honey, in Houston.
Well, what about you, Brett?
I would have to say the 90s. I'm not going to do the ages thing because then I'll be telling my age, you know what I'm saying? But like the 90s, because hip hop in the music industry was peaceful, you know. I had made some money then, so I was out of high school. I was able to buy my grandmother's cars and houses and just shower them for all the things that they did for me, taking care of me. It was the best feeling in the world, being able
to be able to tell your grandmother.
Woo!
And to be able to walk in and give your grandma a stack.
And say it's yours.
She ain't never had that much money. Never seen that. Yes. Grandma, go get what you want.
Yes.
Boy, look at here. Yeah,
those days, I would trade anything for them. Anything.
Yeah. Maria.
For me, I would say my 20s, you know, especially my college years on campus at FAMU. And I specifically love those times because social media wasn't around then. I think Facebook came out after I graduated. So I just had so much, you know, in-person, you know, human connection and just so many experiences that made me a woman. So I really, really enjoyed those times in my 20s.
Rock.
Oh man, I'm piggybacking on Brat, man. Them 90s, the music, the fun, bright colors, the style, the cross color fashion, the TV show. Remember the Sky Pages? Remember when the Sky Pages came out?
Star Text.
Just fun times, man. Fun times.
Okay.
From age 1 to 11. Because after that, that's where it all kind of fell off the rails. That's where everything started going wrong. So I had to go back from 1 to 11. It was all good up until that point.
I tell you what, man, the 90s was the best for me too, Brett, because, it was watching y'all on the hip hop side and I just remember watching the videos and stuff. And then we over here, that's when black comedy started in, because, you know, like y'all was over there doing y'all thing, Brett, but damn, Def Comedy Jam dropped in 91. Yeah. And, Martin Lawrence, and your thing was try to get on Def Comedy Jam and Showtime at the Apollo. And if you did, and just, I remember being like in the minivan with Cedric the Entertainer and Dion Cole in the back seat, and everybody that's like famous and got TV shows. Now we were all like in a minivan staying at Howard Johnson hotels, doing colleges, driving all up and down the Midwest, just doing all those comedy shows, man. When you really thought like you was getting paid like $200 and $300, you were just happy to be there, happy to be around, you know, comedians said, and I mean, it was just, the best times ever. And then, by the time 97 came in, and I mean, it was just safe. You could go to after parties, you could go to the club, or whatever, club on the weekend. I had a comedy club back then. And, so that was the best time for me. If I could do that all over again, I probably would have did that and probably would have stayed married. I was married for 12 years. Probably would have tried to, if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have tried to work my marriage out and, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't no trifling husband. I wasn't in the streets or nothing like that, but, I was married for a long time to a beautiful woman from Detroit. So, you know, wish I can get that back, but, let us know what you think. 866-9 Rickey. Good morning.
That would be my 20, because I would have paid more attention to, I guess, following my path, figure out who I need to be, make better choices, and surrounding myself with better people before I had my first child.
I would go back to my 30s. I would spend more time with myself, enjoying myself and enjoying being single instead of looking for a husband.
I would want to relive 2002 to 2015 because my son, he was diagnosed with cancer in 2009 and he passed in 2015. So I would want to relive 2002 all the way up until 2015 now.
I would go back to when my husband and I first met because I had lost him this year. So I can relive being with him again.
Man, if I could go back to my senior year in high school, I'd go back because I used to be the man. I played football, baseball, basketball, all that. Whoa. I ain't been worth a damn ever since I left that.
Hey, Brett.
He said I ain't been worth a damn since high school.
White.
What you been doing with your life, bro?
He just came to some real self-realization right now. Hey, Rock. Right. I think reality just hit him in the face.
Now, one thing I wish I could also get back. I would go on the road, and every single Monday, I went and picked up both of my grandmothers. I took them to Walmart every Monday to let them get whatever they wanted to get. Groceries, anything. Like we would spend half of the day at Walmart. Then we would go to Cracker Barrel and sit down at the same table and eat dinner. If I would give anything to get that back, I dream about that all the time, man. I'm talking about I picked both of my and like Gary, you don't know this. Both of my grandmothers were best friends. They lived across the street from. My grandmothers was best friends before my mom and dad got together, and they lived across the street from each other.
What?
Before they moved. So, you know, it was like picking up, two old ladies that was friends, and they just sit there, enjoy them, watch them eat their food, and you had to get them home before nightly news come on. They need to see Tom Brokaw before, and get into bed. They just, I gotta get back to my house. I gotta remember that, Brett? Take me home now. That was there. Everything was nice. I thank you for everything. But I need to go home. Yes. Grandma, you can spend the night. I need to go to my house.
My own bed.
I got some pots I left. I get to put my dishes up, and then, you know, I got them greens.
But you know, we like that now, because I'm like that. I like to be in my house. I like to watch the news, honey.
Jerry.
Yes.
At 4:00, I need to be back at my house.
Right? Mm-hmm. We turn into them, y'all.
We done turned into them.
I'm I don't want to go nowhere, these. I just want to be at home.
Why every day or every other day you got something going on with some collard greens? Greens. Why greens is so important? Like I'm saying, I need to put these greens in the freezer. I'm gonna take these greens out. I'm gonna go ahead and smother these greens. Okay, I'm gonna wrap these. I was dealing with greens all day yesterday. What the hell is wrong with me? Instead of rice, I'm dealing with greens. Your ass getting old, boy. Look at here. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. It's about that time, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. We doing something special today, man. We doing Battle of the Stepdads today, man. I am so excited about Special K. I'm gonna let you introduce your stepdad.
Hailing originally from Lithonia, Georgia, clocking in at 82 fresh years old, standing a tall 5 foot 11 inches, about 150 some pounds. Pop, Billy Cheney. In the building.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, standing up at 5'11", at 74 years old, been married to my mama for 30 years. I want y'all to show some love from the deep roots of Birmingham, Alabama, graduate of C.W. Hayes High School. Give it up for Edward Lester, better known as Pumpkin. Mr. Billy, good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, Pop?
Hey.
Pumpkin, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So look, Special K, you gonna ask my stepdad the question, and I'm gonna ask your stepdad the questions.
Okay, let's go.
If y'all don't know the answer, all y'all have to do is say pass, okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's start it off. So, Mr. Pumpkin, here you go. What car company made the Electra 225, a.k.a. Deuce and a Quarter?
Beard.
No, the right answer is Oldsmobile.
Almost.
Who was the lead singer of Parliament Funkadelic?
Pass.
Okay. What black...
Give an answer, Kate.
Oh, yeah, the answer is George Clinton.
On, man. Come on, man. We do this every week. Come on, bro.
All right. What black sex symbol actress played the original Foxy Brown?
Pass.
Both of y'all can't say pass.
Yeah, both of y'all can't say pass. One of y'all only one of y'all can say pass.
Oh, okay.
Pumpkin, these questions are for you.
Okay. What legendary black actor won an Oscar for playing in the movie Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Sidney Poitier.
Yeah.
Come on now.
All right. How much did a nickel bag of reefer cost in the 70s?
$5.
He got it.
All right, Mr. Billy, you ready?
Ready.
Start the clock. What brand of malt liquor had Billy D. Williams doing commercials back in the day?
Pass.
That's Coke 45. In some shallow rivers and lakes, fishermen actually reach down and catch this type of fish by hand.
Call.
No, sir, that's catfish. All right. So what would you be going to a cat house to buy back in the day? To a cat house back in the day. What would you be buying?
At a cat house?
Yes, sir.
Catfish.
No, Mr. Billy, that was the other question. All right, what kind of men's products is Stacey Adams known for making?
Shoes.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
All right, the song Papa Got a Brand New Bag was made by this legendary soul singer from Augusta, Georgia.
James Brown.
Oh man, what we got? What's the score?
What's the score?
It's 3-1.
It's 2-2.
Oh my God.
3-1.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-1?
Yeah.
No.
You are all off today, Special K.
It's not 3-1. It was 2-2. And Pumpkin question's answer was right, the first one, about the Deuce and a Quarter.
All right, well, so that's how many?
So that's 3-2.
Pumpkin won.
It looked like Pumpkin won Special K. Can you get this part right? What did he win?
I most definitely can. Congratulations, Pumpkin. You're a winner today of the fabulous prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree. Today, Pumpkin, you win from Quality Plus, a gentle stimulant laxative for dependable constipation relief, 25 comfort-coated tablets. You're also going to win a pair of 8.5-inch kitchen scissors with durable plastic handles and stainless steel blades capable of cutting meat, vegetables, and fruits. Also, from Tube-Inch Hardware, a 2-pack of PVC black electrical tape. Also, from Tube-Inch, a 4-piece assorted magnetic screwdriver set. You've also got from Little Dutch Maid, Cheese-alicious natural cheese baked snack crackers. 0 grams of sugar, 150 calories, and 1.5 grams of carbs. Also, from Tube-Inch, once again, you got a 25-foot twisted white polyester rope. Also, from Armor All, you got an emergency car hammer, breaks glass, cuts seat belts, and has a flashlight. And finally, from Warm Touch Warming Jelly, personal lubricant. Oh, do with that what you will. And as a bonus gift for both of you gentlemen for going on today, you got from Beijing Oriental Black Hair Dye Powder. Hair so black like you're 20 again. You're gonna look crazy but younger than your old ass friends. All this for winning Battle of the Stepdads on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, Pumpkin, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Billy, you got to come back on. We got to have you back, Mr. Billy. We love you too, man.
All right.
All right, y'all give it up for Battle of the Stepdads. Morning Battle Morning Show coming up. Man, hey, it is about that time, man. Mix that stay in your head all day, man. Happy birthday, Tevin Campbell. 7 minutes after the hour, y'all. So today we're going to honor all of our military veterans. The United States the United States Armed Forces who served our country fearlessly. We are grateful for their service and an honor. It's just an honor, to have them on for this Veterans Day. And on the line right now representing our vets, we have Terrence Hayes, spokesperson for the United States Department of Veteran Affairs. Good morning, Mr. Terrence.
Good morning, Rickey. It's a pleasure joining you in the crew this morning.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for joining us this morning. And so far, so for all of our veterans, who know about the VA, but may not be familiar with all the programs offered, what are some of the ways VA helps that typically people, are surprised about?
Yeah, Rickey, thanks for allowing me to explain that. One of the things that we want to ensure that all veterans, who have served this country, to know is that, there's some benefits and access to health care readily available to each of you. And right now we have about 9 million or so veterans enrolled in our healthcare system, the largest integrated healthcare system in the country. But we want every single veteran to come see VA for their health care. And so in order for them to access that, all they have to do is, visit their local medical facility, VA medical facility, or, visit our website at va.gov to find out more information. And those who may have been impacted by any type of issues or injuries as a part of their service, we're encouraging all of them to file a claim today so they can get those benefits that they deserve.
That's awesome. Well, Terrence, President Biden, whose oldest son, Bo, died of cancer years after deploying to Iraq, he signed a promise to address comprehensive toxics acts into law this summer. Now, how does this new law impact veterans?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. That was high on President Biden's list. He campaigned on that. He promised that on day one as he entered office, and we were able to successfully get that signed into law August the 10th. This new law impacts individuals who may have come in contact with burn pits, Agent Orange, toxic exposures, because of their time in Iraq, Afghanistan, and other various countries, rare cancers. We want all of these individuals who have been impacted by any of these conditions, and you can find those new 23 conditions on our website at va.gov/PACT. That's PACT. va.gov/PACT. You can find those conditions. If you have any of those 23 presumed conditions, hey, we're begging you to file a claim today so you can get the benefits that you've earned.
That's wonderful. And Terrence, one of the things that breaks my heart is when I see black veterans, veterans in general, but I see a lot of black veterans who are struggling with homelessness and getting, medical services and things of that nature. And the VA has had trust issues with black veterans, both with health care and benefits they earned as a result of their service to this country. What is the VA doing to solve this problem of trust?
Yeah, trust is number one on our list, especially when you're talking about our minority veterans. I'm a minority veteran myself, a black veteran. I served in this military for 20 years, so this is very near and dear to me. One of the things that we're really trying to do is either rebuild or many times build trust with our black and brown veterans. And, what does that look like? That looks like us sitting with them in listening sessions across the country, which Secretary McDonough does routinely, to gain feedback and understanding of their challenges and ways we can improve their VA experience. The bottom line is this: we don't want them to fit into our system. We need to fit our system into their everyday lives. So we're going to continue to do that and work on that because President Biden has charged us to do that, and we're going to do that until we re-earn that trust with our black and brown veterans.
Well, Terrence, as a veteran here on the morning show, some of the issues with it being difficult to get appointments and things like that at your local VA, have efforts been made in that department to really try to shore that up over the last couple of years?
Yeah, wonderful question. It's a challenge. It's a challenge across the country in all healthcare systems right now. There's shortages of clinicians, and we at VA are, we're not immune to that as well, but we are definitely doing many things to ensure that veterans have timely access to healthcare. We've also afforded veterans to go into the community if they can't get a VA appointment through our system within a timely fashion, 30 days. We have the flexibility to allow them to go into the community and find a provider to, give them that assistance that they need. But on the mental health standpoint, we can take care of that within a day. We need folks to just raise their hand, come to see us if they're facing any mental health challenges, and we can get them to see a clinician within 48 hours to ensure that we're getting after that, because prevention of suicide amongst our veterans is our top clinical, situation here at VA.
And there's been a lot of attacks on a woman's right to choose, and the VA recently began offering abortion counseling and, in certain cases, abortions to pregnant veterans and VA beneficiaries. Why?
Hey, Ricky, it's all about patient safety. We have more than 300,000 women veterans of childbearing age who we are responsible for their care. And we must provide them the care that they require in these very difficult instances. Bottom line, again, this is about patient safety. They need us to be there when they need us most. That is our number one responsibility, and we're going to continue to do this to take care of our women veterans who continue to be our highest growing cohort of military veteran. We have to be there to stand in the gap for them, and we're going to do that.
Man, Terrence, thank you so much for joining us this morning. So if people want more information, where they can go, and let everybody know how you can be reached and what is your social media.
Yeah, you can follow me at VA Press Sec on Twitter. So definitely do that. But if veterans out there who really need some help, I really encourage you to visit the website, va.gov. It'll have all the resources there available, the phone numbers there, and any veteran out there right now who is facing any hardship, any challenge, contemplating suicide, please dial 988, press 1. We have folks standing by to provide you assistance immediately. A person is going to answer that phone within seconds to provide you the resources that you require.
Yeah, man. We want to say Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Thank you for your special K. You too. Thank you for your service. All of my uncles, man. Every last uncle I had served in the military. Uncle Bro, Uncle Shug, Uncle Herbert, Uncle Blue, like all of my uncles served in the military. So I come from a military family, and my granddad. Happy Veterans Day to every single veteran. Thank you for your service. And we really appreciate you, Terrence Hayes. Thank you, man. Front page coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 26 minutes after the hour. Y'all, this segment's being brought to you by...
Cabins are moving fast for the Tom Joyner Foundation Fantastic Voyage, sailing 2023 on Royal Caribbean Cruise Line. Don't miss the boat. Go to fantasticvoyage2023.com today for details. Ready, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. Here's your Friday morning news. A federal judge in Texas has struck down President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness program, declaring it illegal. The lawsuit was filed by a conservative group, the Job Creators Network Foundation. Get this. It was filed last month on behalf of 2 borrowers who did not qualify for debt relief. Now, Judge Mark Pittman, a Trump-nominated judge, said the program is an unconstitutional exercise of Congress's legislative power and must be vacated. Now, the White House has responded saying that it will appeal the decision. Meanwhile, a federal judge has ordered 4 lawyers for Donald Trump to pay fines for filing a lawsuit against Hillary Clinton related to the 2016 presidential election. Judge Donald Middlebrook said the lawsuit contained allegations that were either knowingly false or made in reckless disregard for the truth. Trump's lawyers said they would appeal. In international news, Ricky, did you hear about this? When the man charged with throwing eggs at King Charles and his queen consort during their recent walkabout in York, England, has been banned by court order from carrying eggs in public.
I'll be damned.
That was his punishment.
Get the eggs home. He can't eat the egg, honey. He can't go to the store to get no. He got to get all his eggs. Uber Eats.
Yeah, well, actually, he addressed that. The man was able to get his punishment amended to state that he must carry a grocery receipt while carrying eggs home for the purpose of eating them.
Right.
Now, if that happened here in the U.S. and somebody threw an egg, I don't think the punishment would just be you can't eat eggs no more, carry eggs. But, you know, it is what it is.
Gary, hold on, Gary, he's trying to hit Camilla. He don't like Camilla.
Baby trying to pop that green like a hairstyle. So he's trying to hit it.
I don't think too many. But, I mean, they seem like they've gotten over and they accept Camilla.
Yeah, they accepting her, honey. She is the queen of consortium or whatever.
Yeah, the queen consort.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't let all the side pieces know that you can make it to the top.
Man, all the way to the top, baby. Might get an egg thrown at you, but you be at the top with that egg on your face, girl. Yeah. Lastly, Ricky, how does it feel to live more than 100 years? Bessie Hendricks of Iowa knows. She's the oldest living person in the U.S. and celebrated her 115th birthday this week. Get this, Ricky. The guests at her recent celebration included 2 of her children who are in their 90s.
Really?
Yeah, I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
What's up there, Maria? Thursday night football went down last night. The Carolina Panthers defeated the Atlanta Falcons 25-15. Shout out to P.J. Walker, man, backup quarterback of Carolina, doing his thing. And last night in women's college basketball, Harvard defeated Boston College, which is a Power 5 school. Yes, my baby girl, Harmony Turner, plays for Harvard. She dropped a cool 25 points, 9 assists, 6 steals, man. Off to a 2-0 start. And let me shout out to Rust College, man. My other daughter, Lyric, they play Stillman today. They off to a 1-0 start this season, man. So big ups to the amazing Rust College, one of our HBCUs out there doing big things. Speaking of HBCUs, hit the thing. Yes, sir. It's about that time for all the football HBCU matchups of the weekend. Fayetteville State heading down to Shawan for the CIAA championship. South Carolina State got Howard U this weekend. FAMU heading to Alabama State. Big up to Bethune-Cookman on their way to Alcorn State. Prairie View A&M got Arkansas Pine Bluff. Mississippi Valley State. Yo, they got them Southern Jags in the building. Texas College. Oh my goodness. Tyler, Texas gonna be lit this weekend because it is Texas College's homecoming, baby. Tuskegee got Benedict College for the SEAC championship. Big up to Morgan State on their way to Delaware State. Allen heading to Edward Waters. North Carolina Central on their way to Norfolk State for the weekend. Jackson State on the way to Alabama A&M. And Grambling State, they got Texas Southern. It's going to be lit out there in H-Town, man. Y'all let us know. Represent, man. Follow the Instagram of HBC. You know. Let us know what y'all got going on this weekend, baby. That's what I got for my sports report. Holla at us, man. Go. Let that grind, baby. Y'all let us stand up. Honk your horn, baby. Let's go.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
I don't care what nobody say. That band song is the heart and soul and the spirit of HBCUs. And man, that got me hyped right there. Brett, the hot spot is being brought to you by...
Brought to you by Crest, the leader in oral health care for more than 60 years. Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile, Crest has you covered. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Deadline reports that Netflix will be making use of its live streaming technology in 2023. And the first person to test it out will be Chris Rock. Yes. Netflix's VP of stand-up and comedy formats, Robbie Praw, said this will be an unforgettable moment, and we're so honored that Chris is carrying this torch. So congratulations to Chris Rock. Offset has delayed the release of his new solo album following the death of his cousin and former Migos member Takeoff. A screenshot of the DM exchange between Set and a fan confirmed the delay, with the fan writing in part, "It's probably the last thing on your mind, but is your album still dropping Friday?" And he replied, "No, push back." And the delay is presumably done out of respect for Takeoff. While Offset has yet to share an official statement, he changed his Instagram avatar to a photo of Takeoff. Prior to Takeoff's passing, the 28-year-old had just linked with Quavo for their first album together, only built for infinity links. The celebration of life of Takeoff is today at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. They did release a statement that all seats have been claimed and asking that if people do not have tickets, please do not head downtown. It's going to be crazy downtown. The service is set to begin at 12 noon with doors opening up at 11 a.m. It will be overseen by Lilburn's New Mercies Church and Senior Pastor Reverend Jesse Cherney III. No photos or videos will be allowed during the service, and phones will be collected before guests can enter the building. At this time, no arrests in connection to Takeoff's death have been made, and our prayers and condolences and love go out to his family and loved ones. It is a sad day in Atlanta. It is gloomy. It is raining, and we can just feel it just all through the place. Yes.
Let me ask you a question. I know you got other story, but what would you say to aspiring artists that want to do hip hop and be a rapper in this day, in this time? What would you say to them?
I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea, because most of them don't listen. They think they know everything, and you just have to let them touch the hot ass stove. I'll tell them it's hot, but they're going to touch it anyway. That's just the day and age that we're living in, unfortunately. And people have to go through things for themselves. They don't listen to us. So there's nothing I could do. But, I would say stay humble. Stay humble. Stay your ass in the house if you can. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was the main point. Like, how do they stay safe?
Now, that's a good question. I don't know.
Because I'm sitting up there watching that video. Because I'm watching that, all the videos and stuff with Takeoff. I'm like, okay, because if I'm standing around like, okay, who are these people walking up? Because these ain't the people. Okay. Like, if I don't know certain people and they just I don't know, man. I read people, like when people come out of nowhere, when I be backstage, it really make me nervous when people show up that I don't know and they just have this kind of stand in the back type vibe and just kind of
just looking.
Just standing back there looking and weird. This is why I freak out when people are backstage. Like, why are you here? You should be in the audience. Like, I don't know, Brad. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And these young dudes, they don't make no eye contact. They got them damn hoodies on. They got their hands in their pockets and stuff. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's scary as hell, Brett. I'm not lying. I was walking down Michigan Avenue. Down Michigan Avenue in the shot. I'm walking down to the Nike store, walking right across that street where Garrett's Popcorn is on, crossing that street to go down to the Nike store. You know what I'm talking about. Man, it was 5 dudes in a Chrysler 300. All of them had on hoodies. And they was driving real slow and they was coming across the intersection. And all of them was looking at me and the people I was with. And I felt like I looked death in the eye. All of them was looking. And they rolled by real slow. It was chilling. Ooh. All of them had their hoods pulled up and they had all 4 windows pulled down. Ooh, let down. All 4 of them. It was scary as hell. And I'm talking about this sent chills up my spine. And I'm telling you, man, that's the time we living in. And I'm telling you, if they would have circled the block and saw us again and Michigan Avenue wasn't crowded that day, because it was a Friday, if it wasn't crowded that day and they would have drove around and saw us again, I think we would have been dead. And I don't give a damn if you think it's profiling. Ain't no way in the hell you going to tell me 5 dudes riding around in the Chrysler 300, all the windows down, all of them got on coats with the hood up, and they looking. And when they looked at me, I kind of smiled and nodded my head in respect, like, they kind of waved at them or whatever, you know. And it was a blank stare. They didn't smile. They was mean mugging. And I was like, damn. I grabbed my niece and everybody else and said, look, turn, go that way, go that way. I grabbed everybody and said, don't make no eye contact. We just stunned. And that's the type of stuff. You better get the hell on when you see stuff like that. I don't give a damn. You call it profiling, call it whatever the hell you want to call it. Or whatever. I seen that same look before that dude pulled that trigger and shot me in 95. It was that same look. I know it when I see it. They don't care, man. Oh, I wasn't trying to ruin your segment, man, but we have to talk about this stuff. Done. Keep everybody safe, man. When you see stuff like that, man, this is a whole different generation, man. They standing around with them damn hoodies on and them pants, they walking and looking, they got a certain kind of vibe. You know, you be looking people in the eye, you're intentional. You looking to speak. You looking to, you know, so that's all.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.